tune should hit you in just a few seconds.
216-578-1007 if you want to join us live, or 800-348-1007. 35192. Send me a text. Guardians start up here at home tonight against Pittsburgh Pirates. That is the first of three through the weekend. 7:10 tonight. I keep thinking today is Friday, and it's driving me nuts. I was just getting ready to mention the Bill Squire Friday. I've been a day, I don't know what it is. I've been a day off all week. And it wasn't like we had Monday off or anything. You know, we'll have this coming Monday off because it's Labor Day. But all day today I've been thinking it's Friday, even though I'm looking at my rundown and I have Thursday at the top and I don't know what's going on. Thursday, tonight, first of three. Guardians, Pirates at Progressive Field around the corner. So we will roll out around 6:30. Your pregame coverage about 10 minutes later. And all of it on the best at the iHeartRadio app. Hold on. Hey, I had Gaylord on hold all through the break, and then he hung up, Bill. Oh. And I have a feeling that Gaylord was probably calling because he heard the bat signal go up that you were unwell yesterday. Hold on. And
there you go, bud.
I'm sorry. You know, it's so hot and sweaty today. There's a deliquescence to the air, and it's really just getting into all of my pores. And I'm drinking a Monster. Sorry, Mary. I'm burping into your...
You do what you do.
You know, I'm walking around with $3 single in my pocket for like a month. I don't know how I acquired them. I think my daughter gave them to me. Anytime she wants like some game, right, some digital game, it just goes on it goes through my Apple account or whatever, and then she'll give me money because she wants to pay for her game. So I end up with a bunch of singles, but I don't ever use cash. So I have $3 singles in my pocket, and I go, I know what I'll do. I'll go down and I'll put them in that machine, and I'll get a Monster. That's not enough to get a Monster. It's like it's like $3.50, $4. So I'm still walking around with these dumb singles in my pocket. I should just walk out and give them to a homeless guy out there in Euclid. It'd probably be the best thing to do is just give them to someone. Not exactly
just
like
give
that.
Them to me, I'll do it for you.
That's not going to change their life, but you know. But I thought
I'll
for sure.
Give them a good home.
Oh yeah? I thought for sure that I would. Go back there and feed him into the machine and pull a Monster out. But nope, not enough.
Could have got some Reese's Pieces.
Are there Reese's Pieces in that machine?
I believe so.
I bet they're not. I bet they're more than $3.
I bet you they aren't.
Really? I'm not going to put that garbage in my body, Bill. I'm going to suck down a Monster energy drink instead.
And then follow it up with
I will palpitate.
And then drink a salad.
Yeah. No, I forgot my squeezy salad today.
Oh, no.
I had one yesterday, but I forgot it.
What do you get?
This morning.
What are you going to do without those 90 calories?
I know. Well, how many are in a Monster? 230.
Boom. Taken care of.
I called you my daughter's name. Mary, look at this. 230 calories in this Monster. How you like that?
I'm on a 30-second delay. I'll see it. I'll see it in a couple.
No, I'm not showing it to you.
Oh, you said look at this.
Yeah, sorry.
You're saying look at how many calories I'm having.
Yeah.
Good job, Alan. Your liquid sugar calories. I'm very happy for you.
A calorie is a calorie. Yeah.
Dude, can we talk about calories for 1 second?
You know, it's a unit of energy, Mary.
It is.
Okay.
I had the famous best sandwich I've ever had in my life today. It's from a deli here in Astoria called Sal, Chris, and Charlie's. And the sandwich is called The Bomb. It is enormous. It's famous. It's been all over everything. It's gone viral. It's done all these things. But it costs $20. And when I say the best sandwich I've ever had in my life, dude, it's unreal. Like, when I think about this sandwich, my mouth waters. And it's not one you can get all the time.
It's the only thing that's made me want to go to New York.
So good, dude. And I mean that, like, I love a sandwich, okay? But this one, it's, like, life-changing. It's so good. I put a picture up on my Instagram, but it's called The Bomb.
Was it a $20 sandwich?
It was a $20 sandwich, but it's huge. So
how many calories do you think are in that thing?
Oh, my God, thousands. Probably more than thousands.
Thousands. Yeah. Wow. So what's on it?
I'm trying to find it. It doesn't say exactly. It just says cold cuts, cheeses, blah, 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 blah. But it's literally everything. It's turkey, salami,
there it is. Okay.
prosciutto. It's called The Bomb. Turkey, pastrami, prosciutto, salami, ham, lettuce, tomato, onion, some kind of a special sauce that they use, and then deli mustard and mayonnaise. And sweet peppers and hot peppers.
Salcrease and Charlie's?
Sal, S-A-L,
yeah.
Chris, K-R-I-S.
Sal, Chris, and Charlie's.
3 names,
yes.
Gotcha. Sal, Chris, and Charlie's.
I've never heard of this place.
Neither had I. I was bitching about, like, the food where I live is really good. It's, like, mostly Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
But I don't want that every day, you know? And I was like, man, I wish there was a place where I can just get a sandwich. And I was bitching to a guy who lives in Astoria. He is like, you know that we have one of, if not the best sandwich shops in New York City. And I was like, no. And he told us about it. And I was like, oh, my God.
You can't be on an all hummus diet, you know, as much as you might want to be.
Well, it is good.
You know, there's a chain that they put up this whole, like, retail area out by me, a little bit west of me, out by the Cleveland Clinic, right off 90 there in Avon. They put up this whole, like, little retail strip mall there because they get a lot of traffic over there. And so they put up like a Chipotle and a Starbucks, all your usual suspects. And then they put up a place which apparently is a chain that I'd never heard of before. It's called Hummus Republic.
I've never heard of that.
Heard of that either.
A chain called Hummus. First of all, terrible, terrible name. But it's a chain. I'm going to have to go in there one of these days, of course, because I do like hummus. And I'm somewhat partial to Republics. But, yeah, one wild, I don't know, they probably do like bowls or whatever. But, okay, so the sandwich was worth whatever calories are going into you.
Dude. And I only ate a quarter of it. That's the thing. It's $25 or something like that. But, like, me, my roommate, her boyfriend, and her mom all shared it. So we all ate lunch for $25. But it's, you're talking about your little baby calories. I'm like, I probably had a 2,000-calorie sandwich. And it was worth every bite.
How much of that sandwich do you think that I could eat?
3 bites. I'm not even exaggerating. Look at the picture on my store. It is like you have to unhinge your jaw to get around this thing. So they cut it in quarters at the shop before they wrap it up. You could probably eat a quarter of a quarter.
Right.
You could eat a 16th of the sandwich, I would assume.
Okay.
But you don't like mayonnaise, but I guess you could get the mayonnaise.
Who's
you don't
that
have to get it with the mayonnaise on it. What dude? That's my roommate's boyfriend.
Okay.
That's her. So that was the other thing. Her mom wasn't supposed to be here because she had that appendectomy last week. So her boyfriend was coming to visit Thursday through Monday for Labor Day. So now both her mom and her boyfriend are in the apartment together for the next 4 days. She's like, not exactly the romantic visit that I thought we were going to be having, but...
That's the thing, though, with delis of any kind. And with all respect to Slyman's, right? It tastes good. There's just so much of it.
That's the point.
Like when,
you can have it for a couple meals.
A friend of ours who lives in, I think he lives in the Lower East Side. I'm sure it is Soho, whatever. Go to Katz's, right? Very famous deli. There was the very famous one. I think is gone now in Times Square. But go to any New York deli, and they give you these giant, and I just look at it and go, God, what a waste! You've wasted this on me, because I'm going to take it home, throw it on a plate, eat it with a fork. I mean, the giant sandwiches, it's just too much. I can't unhinge my jaw like a cobra.
You're also not a leftovers guy. Like, the first time my roommate and I had this sandwich, we each ate it for lunch like 2 or 3 days in a row because it is a ton. So it's like, and yeah, the bread starts to get a little soggy or whatever, but it's that good. Yeah, you make do. It's that good.
I would have to eat it later in the same day. I wouldn't eat it like the next day.
You wouldn't eat it tomorrow?
No.
It reminds me of the sandwich from 30 Rock when the Teamsters bring sandwiches, but they won't tell them where they get the sandwiches from.
Alan, does Bill perhaps have the monkeypox? You got the Mpox over there? You worried about monkeypox?
So. Isn't monkeypox like you have like blisters and stuff?
I have no idea. Probably. That sounds pox-like. Yeah.
Monkeypox.
Sorry, Guardians tomorrow.
I don't have a rash.
And this was a distinction I was trying to make because I keep thinking today's Friday. Guardians do not play tonight. Guardians play tomorrow against the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's on me. I keep thinking today is Friday, and I don't know why.
Like Mary said. Could be.
No, it can't. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
Could be our Friday.
No, it can't. We have today and we have tomorrow. And those are the shows we do. We have a 4-day week next week. Alan, 25 years my wife and I have worked opposite shifts. I don't think I'd want that. I mean, when that's your life, that's your life. But that means that neither one of them at any point were like, I'd like to. We should try to get on the same schedule.
My parents worked opposite shifts, and I think it's the only reason they made it as long as they did. And they still got divorced.
Yeah, right. Well, they were on the separate schedules.
Yeah, my dad worked third, and my mom worked first or second.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I get offerings all the time from like comedy service companies, right? Most radio shows don't write their own material. And so they're always looking for things and they're always invariably lame. Like on this show, we write all of our own stuff. That's why a lot of that is terrible. But at least it's ours.
But at least it's homegrown.
It's homegrown. And so somebody sent me one about how lame the college football matchups this weekend are. And they put a little thing together, and I want you to hear what this sounds like and tell me where they screw up.
Get ready for the first big weekend of NCAA college football. With tough matchups on Saturday like number 5 Alabama versus the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Plus number 2, the Ohio State up against the Akron Zips.
Yeah.
And
the Ohio State, not Buckeyes.
He said the Ohio State of the.
Yeah.
Didn't he say that? The Ohio State of the against?
Akron Zips.
Oh, did he?
And plus number 2, the Ohio State up against the
Up against.
Yeah, I thought he
The
said
Ohio State up
Okay.
against the
I thought he said
Akron Zips.
The
of
Akron.
against, yeah.
Listen, I've been in Northeast Ohio now almost 15 years. But for the vast majority of my life before that, when I didn't live here, I still knew it was Akron, Ohio. Isn't that where Goodyear is?
Yeah.
Who says Akron? Akron, Ohio.
How do you say it if you're an alien?
Akron.
Akron.
Yeah. No, I just thought that was weird. And again, the devil's in the details, you know? Something, even if you're trying to make it funny, it's going to be a lot less funny when you say Akron. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this guy. LeBron James? Am I pronouncing that guy?
LeBron from Akron.
LeBron James. His high school jersey is up for auction again. He went to, what was it called? St. Mary?
St. Vincent, St. Mary.
St. Vincent, St. Mary. The school required 2 saints named after it. And I guess his jersey has been up for auction a couple of times. This was the very first time he was on Sports Illustrated when he was still in high school. And they have him in that jersey that says Irish on it. And it is up for auction again. It went for, that can't be right. It was the most expensive high school basketball jersey ever sold when it was auctioned for $187,000. Why does that not seem like much?
How long ago was that?
2019.
I
5
mean,
years ago.
Yeah, that's still a lot for a
It's not like he
jersey.
would. Is it? For a LeBron James
for a
high school
LeBron
jersey.
high school jersey,
Because
but
now they think
also-
it's going to auction
but,
for like
that's-
$2 million.
Like, there's only 2 high school jerseys that I can even think of that people wear, and it's Kobe's and LeBron's.
Right.
Nobody's wearing a Paul George high school basketball jersey.
Well, the person who broke that record was Obama. When he played high school basketball, they auctioned off his jersey and it got like $500,000 a couple of years ago. But in the span of 5 years, LeBron's high school jersey is going to go from under $200,000 to $2 million. I mean, it's not like people just.
Why not?
It's not.
I don't think it'll go that high.
You know, it's not like people just discovered LeBron James. The dude's been around for a minute.
He's set some records since then. Like, he's the all-time points leader now
Yeah,
for
okay.
the NBA, but I don't
And he's
think it's
probably
going to
going
get
to retire soon.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to get $2 million for it.
Is this I want to play with my kid in the NBA thing going to time out for him?
I mean, they're in the league together now.
Right, but like Bronny James isn't setting the world on fire, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but they'll put him in a game, so they're actually in a game.
oh, you think
together.
they'll do like a?
Yeah.
I see.
So that they can say it's the first time
Gotcha.
in NBA history that a father and son have played in the same game on the same team. So
Right.
that'll happen for sure.
Oh, they would be the first father and son?
Yes.
It wasn't Larry Bird and Larry Bird Jr.?
It was not.
Oh, all right. Hey,
He went by Larold.
Larry and wait, junior or senior? His son was
Junior, because he wanted to separate himself from
his
Larry.
dad.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be a Nepo baby.
Yeah, so he's,
Larry Bird and Larold Bird Jr.
Mhm.
Right. The pride of French Lick, Indiana.
yes.
Hey, Gaylord.
Hi, gang.
Hey, what's going on,
Mr.
man?
Cox.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry if you missed my call when I tried originally. I was out cutting grass and my phone died. I was listening to MMS and I had it cranked up and, well, anyway. I am checking in with the gang to tell everybody that I send my love to all of you. And Mr. Wire, this old man was worried about you, buddy.
Oh, well, I was not feeling well yesterday, but I'm better today. But I appreciate the concern.
You are near and dear to me, bud. And when I heard that you had left, it was important to me to touch base with you and make sure you were okay.
Well, the real reason I left yesterday is because you hadn't called all week, and I was like, what's the point in even being here?
Bill Struck.
Oh, God
No, I wasn't
bless
feeling
you
good, but
guys.
I'm feeling much better today.
Good. I was really worried about my buddy.
You know, Gaylord, you're a guy who has famously to this audience, you're a guy who's found himself infirmed on a number of occasions. You got any homegrown frontier remedies that maybe Bill could check out?
Well, the only thing I can come up with is don't eat yellow snow.
Oh,
Other than that,
like
Yeah, get it straight from the tap.
the great Frank Zappa. Yeah, right from the tap.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I just, this heat and everything else, we have to remain hydrated.
Oh yeah, just
I
don't gulp.
appreciate-
Don't gulp loudly around Mary, or she'll flip her shrimp.
Oh,
Right through this radio.
Lord. You know what? She's the rose out of all the thorns there.
Wow, Gaylord laying it on a little thick.
Well,
Wow, Gaylord, you're a married man. Come now, come now.
no, I know it, and she's the age of my daughter, but
Ew.
I compliment my daughters on their beauty.
Yeah.
Mary has that beauty about her, and
How do your
I
daughters
think
do with
she's
loud gulping noises?
Well, I think you'd have to ask her.
Are their breasts supple?
Oh, come on, not his daughters.
Oh, come on. Now we're getting into a very strange and frankly inappropriate area with our friend. Okay, thank you, Gaylord. I appreciate the call. I think his phone cut out again just as I was going to
Just in time.
hang up. Yes, but wow, I'll tell you what. Really covered a lot of ground there with Gaylord. He was concerned about you, Bill, and that's got to be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Right? When one of our customers takes a genuine interest
Had plenty of
in
people
your
reach out.
health
It's-
and well-being.
It was very kind of everybody.
All right, there you go.
And the thing I told them was I appreciate it, and not much I can do.
What's
Like, I don't know. Like, I was like, oh, you like, and everybody loves giving you a remedy when we're not on the show. Like,
Mhm.
they want to know everything that's wrong with you, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I know how to. Like, I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna go lay down and try and feel better. And they're
Yes.
like, oh, but you gotta do this. And I'm like, I don't gotta do all that.
I'm a grown man who's
I can
felt
I'll be
ill
all right.
before, and
Yes.
I can just revert back to some of those remedies. If it worked once before, it'll work again. All right, I'm going to take a break. You want to go to that Cold Chamber show? Cold Chamber and Fear Factory going on the road. They've pushed the show into April, but you'll have a couple of tickets to see them at the world-famous Agora. So I'll hand those out for you coming back. 35192 and a text for anything else.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 Double.